What's up, guys? It's your boy TGK here on TGK TV, and today I'm going to talk about the top 3 worst basketball shoes that I played in for 2019. Let's get to it. At number 3, unfortunately, it is the Kyrie 5s. I hate to say it. I hate to say that the Kyrie 5, unfortunately, was one of the worst basketball shoes I played in. Now, I did make a top 3 best shoes that I played in 2019, but when it comes to the worst, I mean, to me, this shoe is aesthetically pleasing. It is an amazing kick. I love the colorway. Love everything about the kick. It's just, they were just too inconsistent for me as a performer. There's great lockdown, especially with this Venus trap thing that they call it, whatever it's called. It's just with this kick, the most disappointing thing is just the lack of consistency with the traction. I could not depend on this traction at all. There was probably one good day that I had a decent run in these, and after that, it's just the traction just never came to fruition to what I thought it was going to be. The traction was very underwhelming, and that is a deal breaker for me, honestly. Everything else is a great lockdown, great fit. It's hard to get in this kick. It's dope to look at. However, and I'm not saying it's a bad performer. I think it's a really good performer if you're on a super clean court. But the court that I'm in, every shoe that I played in, I go to the same court every time, and I'm able to compare and contrast with every other shoe, right? So this isn't I'm going to clean courts particularly just to play with this. I'm going to the same court every time. And I have shown that other shoes have great traction on that court. However, this shoe just doesn't. And the fact that the court that I go to it's a decent court. It's not clean, it's not super dusty, it's just right in the middle. And I feel like a superior shoe with great traction should be able to cut through that, because there has been multiple shoes that I have that do that. Unfortunately, this one just isn't dependable enough for me when it comes to performing in them. And for that, they made the list at number 3. I don't want to say that they're a bad shoe. I don't think they're a bad shoe. I just think if we find a clean court, it'll be great. But I had to make a list and I had to throw these on there, unfortunately. But I do, whenever I go to a super clean court, I do bring these, just to let you know. Number 2 on the list is the Paul George 3 Mamba Mentalities. I'm going to particularly say the Mamba Mentalities. Why? Because no one else has had an issue with all the other colorways, the NASA, the all black, the all white, whatever. For some reason with this kick, and yes, I dropped 2 videos on this kick. It's the most disappointing basketball shoe that I've played in, and I got killed for it. Everybody's an expert on basketball shoes, and they were killing me for it. I'm not an expert. I'm just giving you my experience and how these shoes played for me. Here's the thing with these kicks. Damn, they look great. They look amazing, man. They look amazing. However, the heel slippage on this kick was horrendous. The heel slippage on this kick was horrendous. I mean, it's a size 13. Every other shoe that I've had, Nike, the majority of them are Nike, size 13 fits me. This one fits me nicely, right? Like my toes right here in the toe box, everything's good. Just there's heel slippage. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. Heel slippage was horrible. As far as how my shoe fit on the footbed, it just felt extremely uncomfortable. Traction was great. Traction is great on this kick. Aesthetically, the kick is great. As far as the lacing system, it locks you down. It's just the heel slippage on this kick is ridiculous, and it just ain't safe enough for me to play, especially at my huge ass weight. And I know a lot of people told me, well, maybe you're just too fat for the shoe. I've done another video on that, and I've shown you that I could play on other shoes similar to this size and whatever this shoe is supposed to appeal to. However, this made my number 2. Unfortunately, as much as I like how this shoe looks, it just didn't do it for me, and it was one of the more disappointing shoes that I hooped in 2019. Now, for full disclosure, number 1, I no longer have. I returned it and exchanged it for a Hot Lava LeBron 16. However, the KD 12s, the Warrior Edition colorway, was the worst shoe I've hooped in. There is a video that I made on it. It's called KD 12. It has bad traction, bad traction. I released that video, and a lot of people agreed with me, which was crazy. You know, I'm not this expert at basketball shoes, but I love them. I love shoes. I'm a shoe enthusiast. I love them to death. However, what the KD 12 didn't provide is that it didn't have a consistent traction. The traction was peeling 4 days into hooping in them. The shoe is a dust collector. It is a dust bunny collector, and it made it for a very difficult time. When I first had it, the first 2 days, it was great right out the box. The traction was tacky, stopped on a dime. The cushion was amazing, full length, zoom, whatever. It was an amazing experience. And then until day 3, and then day 4, and then day 5, and then it was just unmanageable after that. There was just no consistency. The traction was completely horrible. And again, I'll say this one more time. Every single shoe that I played in, I play at the same court. So why can the Kyrie Low 2s, the LeBron 17s, the Harden 3s can perform great on that court, and however the KD 12s couldn't? It was a sad sight to see. I love the kick. I mean, it was an amazing kick. The Warrior colorway is a dope kick. It just unfortunately just didn't pan out for me, and the traction was a deal breaker. The tongue thing too was a little different because the tongue will stick out and it looks weird from a front view. However, other than that, the traction just killed it for me. Everything else was great. The lockdown, the lacing setup, the fit for me. I went at 12.5 and it fit perfectly. I was able to kind of break them in. It's just the traction just did not pan out for me, and for that, that was a deal breaker, man. I had to return them and get something else, you know, just to be able to rock casually. Anyway, guys, that's been my list. Number 3 are the Kyrie 5s. I hate to put them at number 3. The Paul George 3s are at number 2, just because of their horrible heel slippage, and just the fit was pretty bad for my foot. And again, this is all personal opinion. And number 1, the KD 12s. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy TGK, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.